Welcome to the Man United show. We are live, and it is a 3-1 victory to Manchester United. I'm not surprised. We said it earlier, or I said it earlier. Nathan was worried. He said it could be one or two things. Either Manchester United absolutely have Burnley on toast, or it's going to be another long-ass night for Man United. But it didn't go that way. It wasn't quite on toast. It had moments like that, but overall, what was needed was a positive result at home, considering it's only their 5th win this season at home, which is mental, absolutely crazy. And I think you've got 3 of them since Ragnick and Carrick have been in charge as well. So that's the craziest thing, where people are still talking about get Ollie back. Like that's the maddest thing. That's the maddest thing. And of course, I'm joined by my co-host, Nathan Ellington. How you doing, Nathan?
Feeling good.
That's good. That's what we like to hear. No one wants to hear an upset Nathan Ellington on the show. And of course, we're joined by one of our top guests. It's Garf. How you doing, Garf?
Yeah, good. Hopeful after tonight. Hopeful. So,
hopeful of what?
Good.
Hopeful of what? Top 4, European glory. What is?
I think
what's the hope?
Top 4 is the only thing you can be hoping for at the moment, with the way Man City just tearing away with it, and obviously Chelsea and Liverpool. I know Chelsea and Liverpool both having tiny little blips, but yeah, top 4, and yeah, a cup maybe. You know, you never know. You know what I mean? They're cup competitions at the end of the day. Like, you're in them, like, you got to be in them to win them, and you got to aim to win them if you're in them, ain't you? So yeah,
Exactly.
why not?
Exactly. Oh, we've got Stephen in the house. How you doing, Stephen? Fully supported the full channel. Every single pod is on now. Loving that, Stephen. Thank you very much for joining us. Everyone else who is joining us, don't be shy. Join Stephen in the chat. If you're watching on Facebook, come over or change your settings so that we can see who you are, see your face. I know there's a couple of Facebook users that will come on soon. I think there's a little bit of a delay on Facebook, which is a little bit annoying, I can't lie. And also, if you're watching on Twitter, make sure you come over to KS1 TV, smash that subscribe, and join in the chat as well. Let's get on to the player ratings. First of all, Nathan, what was your thoughts on the game?
Very, very happy with the changes he made. He made some really good changes. It was nice to see Shaw and Wan-Bissaka playing. Obviously, the other boys did well as well. But it's just good to see what that the manager picked him. And I like the 2 in midfield. I like the Matic and McTominay. I just thought, bringing Matic in, you're going to bring some control to the midfield for sure. And then I was just loving the fact that Greenwood got the nod, because he is deserving to play ahead of Rashford. Rashford's been out of sorts, should be sitting on the bench and, you know, having to think about his game. Greenwood played really, really well. Sancho as well. They both used the ball very well and showed so much quality on the ball, but also great work rate. It was unbelievable. And that means that you're going to be able to supply the attacking to it up front. So on another day, obviously, we continue to get better at this. And I can see us just improving. We controlled the game, man. We controlled most of the game. Although, like you say, it is Burnley. We did have quite a few shots from a few players. But in the end, I'm happy. It was a step in the right direction. And it was controlling. It was a controlled win. We haven't had that in a while, so you know what? I'm happy. All
right. Garth, what were your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I think what Nathan said at the end there, step in the right direction. I'm very happy with what I saw today. I was exactly the same with the changes. I like the fact that players who were underperforming weren't selected, apart from Maguire, but that's a different matter.
We'll get onto that in a second. I know we were speaking throughout the game about his performances and the differences in how much different your team can play with just a slight adjustment in terms of quality when you're talking about centre back. And is it just about a centre back? Well, it's the starting ground. It's the start of where your attack. Yeah. So it's very important. But carry on.
Very promising. Like I put down, it's nice to see the players were much fitter today. So obviously the rest didn't do us well against Newcastle. Like, that match fitness was definitely back. Nice to see McTominay playing like he's got something to prove. Because a good McTominay is a good squad player. You know what I mean? You need that in a team. So happy all round. A few gripes, but we'll get into some in the player ratings. You know what I mean? But happy.
All right, let's get onto the player ratings. And as you can see already there, Nathan's predicted score was up. He was not far off of it. 3-0 victory went for Ronaldo, Cavani and Sancho in there. I think, do you know what, yeah?
I'm giving that to Sancho. That's not
I'm
fair.
giving that to Sancho.
I was going to ask as a striker. I was going to ask, are you claiming that? Are you claiming that? Oh, yeah, that's definitely
First of all, as a striker, even if that would have, the way they were talking about it, Ben Mee done 2 kick-ups and volleyed it into the top corner. Yeah. It was like, oh, yeah, great. I mean, I thought, what a great swerve on that from Sancho. But, and then I looked at it, I was like, if Ben Mee would have cut his toenails tonight, that would have been a goal from Sancho. What are you talking about? Absolute nonsense. That's Sancho's goal. Give that to the boy. Lovely finish. Opened up his body, tucked that in.
Yeah.
That's a goal, mate. That's his goal. I don't care where it was going. If it was going slightly wide, it touched the guy and goes in. That's still a goal. I don't care.
That's a goal. Cristiano Ronaldo was very good tonight.
Yeah, he was. He was on it today.
Yeah, he was.
He was on it. I was happy with him.
And Cavani, if it weren't for Hennessy,
what a strike!
What a save!
Excuse me, go GK Union out there. GK Union.
Yeah, it was. It was lovely.
Yeah. What a save! I don't care if that was with his face. That was a great save. That was a
proper save. That was a proper save.
Let's not dismiss getting a ball to the face, Nathan. Come on, mate.
That was tough. That's what I said. Facials, bang.
Cold night in Manchester as well. You know that stung.
Stinger.
You know that stung. Yeah.
Imagine having that. Back in the day, we used to play, all weather balls, like the net balls, like a
with a stubble.
Yeah, that's what I used to play and go with. And then hit in the face of that. Written off.
Finished, mate.
Your face is written off.
And your face has got dots on.
Yes. Let's get to the player ratings then. David De Gea. I think I'd give David De Gea an 8 just because of his that interview before. That interview of David De Gea before the game, it got me hyped up for some reason. It was like, again, sorry, I say some reason, GK Union again. But the guy was talking about not getting credit for the years of service and the years that he was getting player of the season, and people forget too quickly about what you've done. But he comes back and proves his point, and I mark him right. But I'm not doing the ratings. What should we rating for him tonight, then, Nathan?
I give him a 7. He's just done everything quite well, no mistakes. Not much to do either. I don't want to give him a 6. We won the game 3-1. I'm giving him a 7.
All right, Garf, what are you giving him?
Nathan's in a good mood. I like it. I was going 6. Yeah, see, I was going 6. Conceded a goal, and that weren't his fault. But he had nothing else to do all game, which walked on the pitch with a 6. Done nothing to knock it above a 6 for me. So yeah, 6.
Garf brings it back down to earth straight away with a bang.
I said, I'm feeling generous on that one.
At the end of a 6. No, you can now because of that, Garf, Nathan's going to bring down everyone else's ratings just to know that he is the drill sergeant.
Exactly.
Pure power plays coming up right now.
Listen, he's getting a 4.
All right, Harry Maguire. I mean, I'm sure there's lots to talk about here right now. Nathan, let's start with you.
Listen, Bailly had to bail him out early on in the game. One time, Bailly put everyone got the player offside, or was it Varane when he came on? Well, Maguire decided to be like one step back and kept the guy on. Bailly was up. And if he kept him, it would have been a goal again. So it's another thing that he made a mistake. It's just like, look, man, he's a weak link at the back. He had okay game, but seriously, when you get done like that, like they're the kind of moments in the game where it just needs to be calm. Where when the ball come and Bailly's just there, like, come on then, against Lennon, what you want to rate? Come on then, get the ball out. A little cry, move the ball. That's what you want to see from your defense. To be fair, Maguire's not had the best of games, but overall, I'm gonna have to give him a 5. 5 will do. 5 will do it. Wasn't the worst game he's had, but you can just see they're the areas where they want to get at him. They always want to get at him because they know they can. I don't like that in a defense when you know you can get at someone. I just don't like it.
There's no fear factor with Maguire. Like, it's none whatsoever. Yeah,
and he dilly dallies on it. Then you just go, let's get him. Let's get closer. Let's get closer to him. Let's pressure him. He's going to give it to us. He'll give you a chance every game.
Yeah. From what I saw of Maguire tonight, there was a few times where you could say he's got away with it because nothing came of it. But like I know Chris Woods is a solid target man, bully, very hard to win the ball off. But you're Harry Maguire. Your bread and butter is heading the ball out.
That is your game. Exactly.
And you got bossed by Chris Woods, mate. Like again, Chris Woods I rate Chris Woods. I think he's a really good striker. But like that's your job there to win those, and you're more worried about giving him a cuddle, and you're just getting done. Like, not good enough. Not good enough. Garth, Harry Maguire.
Yeah. Well, obviously during the game, I texted in and said like it can't be as simple for Man United as we just need to change Maguire to make this team click properly. And you were like, yeah, it can be, and you're right.
It is.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah. Because from what I saw today, again, like I'm going 5 as well before I get into it, because it's going to sound like I'm going to give him a 2 or something, but no, he was a 5. But I can think off the top of my head 3 like outlandish mistakes. Do you remember the one in the first half? Like, again, like what you said, that on a different day we're giving him when he let it bounce over his head. Like on a different day, that's the goal, and we're giving him a 3. We're giving him a 3, but because nothing come of them, I think he could have done more for the first goal for Aaron Lennon. Like I think he could have done more there. Like he's just needs a rest. He needs to regain some composure, some confidence. Like I said to you, like I want to see Varane and Bally now. I know he's off to AFCON, but Varane and one of the others, because Maguire is just he's falling apart at the seams every game. It feels like, you know what I mean. Mate. Like you said, at the end it was Varane on the pitch. It was Vidra right at the end. Could have been 3-2 with 5 minutes to go. You know how that goes in one of these games. They get up. You know what I mean. Yeah, it's a 5. It's a 5, but yeah, it's so poor at the moment, Maguire. Yeah, so poor.
Mate.
Yeah. I just wonder what a rest would do.
It'll recharge him, man. Just let him recharge his battery. It's on dead. You know the batteries that are like got all the dirt on it. You can't even charge it again.
Yeah,
that's what he is right now.
Rusted at the top.
Yeah, they go in the bin, though, Nathan.
Slimy. Turned all slimy, man. Like, listen, send him.
He's a crusty Duracell battery. Like, he just needs to scrape off and recharge that boy.
We've tried playing him through it. We've tried, like some players regain their confidence. Well, I don't know, but some players it seems regain their confidence when you play them through their bad patch. We've tried, it ain't working. We've got to try the rest, and if that don't work, then you've got to start asking questions about whether he commands a spot in this team. You know,
sometimes you can't just press the reset button. Sometimes you have to turn the whole machine off and leave it for a bit. You know, wait for a minute. Have you heard of Sky when they tell you, listen, turn it off and wait 1 minute?
Mate, I'm a computer technician, mate. That's my bread and butter. Have you unplugged it out
of the wall? Have you unplugged it out of the wall? 2 minutes.
That's what we need to do to this guy.
Open it, shut it. Open it and shut it.
What, blow it as well.
Blow it. Like the old Nintendo card.
The old
Super Nintendo,
yeah, mate, yeah.
No, mate, I'm talking about Nintendo. Like big cartridge.
Yeah. I know
No, it does feel with Maguire. It feels like he's a good performance away from giving it the cup tears again. That's not what you need. He just needs to. I feel like he knows he's in the bad form, and you're right. He's not playing through it, he's getting him down. The players hear what fans are talking, how fans are talking, and they know, they can tell with the mood in the stadium. They can tell by the oohs and ahs and whatever. And an example for the difference in how much a defender can make. For example, Arsenal had Gabriel and Mustafi a lot of last season. Now they've got Gabriel and Ben White, and it's a completely different team when you're playing out from the back. Yeah. Yes, we've got Tomiyasu, but you could equally put Cedric in there for a few games, and it wouldn't make a difference. Yeah. But the main thing is what that other centre back will bring to your game. And as I said to you earlier, we keep talking about Maguire as in, for a good game, we're saying, he's not made any mistakes. Well, he's £70 million defender. You should be looking at what is he bringing else to the team that is helping. Not he's not making any mistakes. That shouldn't be the bar. Like, no way. So, I'm fully on what you're saying.
Is he still the world's most expensive defender? He is, isn't he?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
crazy.
mad.
That's crazy when you say it like that. You know.
That's madness. Eric Bailey, not happy that he didn't go to. It was pulled off the plane for AFCON, but was it worth it, Nathan?
Definitely worth it. The boy comes in and just calm, mate. He's calm. Simple as that. I know he won that. Obviously, when the goal came from a bit of a kind of a ball that he cut out from the through ball, and then he could have really done a bit more with it. But that wasn't, you know what I mean? It's not the end of the world when you block out a shot and then the ball gets won back again. That's fine. I can live with that. Not a problem. But this is overall game. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. You can just know, you can see you're calm. When the ball got played down the line and he just paced it back and got back to the man, it's like, come on. You know that you've got people there that can recover. And it makes so much difference. You're not struggling and everyone's going, oh. No. Bring calmness to the game. Bad man. 7.
All right. Bailey gets a 7 from Nathan. Good to see some of the other names back in the chat. Calesto's in there. He's saying since the celebration of cupping of the ears, he's been more worse, acting like shutting up the haters.
Fair point.
That's what Roy Keane was saying. You're under the microscope
radar.
Now. Yeah, you are. You put yourself on the radar because you've made that celebration. So yeah, silly of him. Garf, what have you given Eric Bailey?
Yeah, I was a 7 as well. Like it was nice to see, like you're saying, calmness, a calm presence at the back. And we're talking about Eric Bailey as well. He was not a calm, and that's how bad Maguire. I hate to go back to Maguire again. This is how bad Maguire seems to be. He's getting exposed for his frailties by Eric Bailey, who is well worth 2 or 3 penalties a season. You know, he's one of them centre backs. You know what I mean? I love him. I love that he wears his heart on his sleeve.
Hey, I didn't check on that. And he did not even have 2-3 penalties any season in his life. Don't kill him like that, man. Don't kill him like that, man.
All right, maybe not penalties, but you know what I mean? A rash mistake, a couple of penalties, a red card. I like him. But yeah, he had a really good game tonight. So yeah, a 7, definite 7.
What's Rowan say? He's wild. Wow.
He's a player.
But I always think his mistakes come down to he doesn't have enough a run of games to squash them out, if you know what I mean. So if he gets 30 in a row, like a centre back should, who knows what sort of player he could.
Not being funny. Not being funny. That was Eric Bailey's roundhouse kicking your camera off the top of your computer there, mate. That's what that was.
You know, stop talking smack about me.
Not being funny, but people would say that Rudiger's wild. But
Rudiger exactly.
has found a coach that's been able to tame him and is like one of the best defenders in the Premier League. Like, it's aggression.
I don't want to call him wild.
It's aggression.
Exactly.
Yeah, I didn't say
aggression. I think he's controlled aggression, but he's got so much agility and pace, it looks like he's wild. I think they're both a similar type of players, to be honest, Rudiger and Bailly. That's a good comparison there. Similar type of the way they play. You know, no nonsense, pace, power.
Yeah.
100%. If he can get 30 games under his belt in ones that he will be, because when we bought him, he was meant to be world class eventually. You know what I mean? I can easily see him being one of the best defenders in the Premier League. But yeah, I still think he's got something in his area that, like all good centre backs should do as well. That bit of, like say, a bit of aggression, controlled aggression in him. So
yeah, look, he's 27. He'd be coming up to his peak
prime.
Years in
prime.
Up to his prime. So
first season he was on it, mate, and then he just got into second season and then onwards, and now he's somehow staying fit. So hopefully he can stay fit. I don't think he's injured. I think he got a bit of cramp and he took him off so he can go Africa or something soon. I don't know, or maybe ready for the next game. I don't know, but
you reckon he'll be playing in that next game, or do you reckon he'll be like, get me on that plane?
Yeah, I know, but we'll see, because I think that'll be his last chance to play in it, the next game, and then he can go after that. So maybe they will keep him in, let him play another game, and then you know,
might depend on Lindelof being fit as well with the COVID, obviously coming back from the COVID.
He should be back. He should be back. Luke Shaw. What are you giving Luke Shaw? Nathan?
You see, he got a rocket up his ass, didn't he?
He did, didn't he? Dropped for a couple of games.
Yeah, now he comes back and plays like he's supposed to play. That's what I'm talking about. That's what he needs, and that's what he got, and that's what he produced. He produced a rocket performance. Yeah. That's what he does. Get it up your ass, light it and say, "Go on the pitch, lad." He done well, done really well.
How do you get him to keep that consistency though?
By keep taking him out if he doesn't play as well. Put Tellez straight in, back in again, straight away. Say, listen, if he ain't playing like you played today, you know Tellez is coming in, and Tellez he ain't got it on you. If you're playing like that, he ain't got nothing on you for seriously. But look, he done his job. He done what we want him to do, and if that's what it takes for him to play that well, so be it. No problem. But as long as you keep playing like that, you're gonna be here. You're not gonna have to go anywhere. Mm-hmm. Amazing overlaps. Energy. Running at faster pace than I'm telling you that I'm used to seeing him. Getting shots up in the last few minutes of the game. We got another volley. Man's crossing balls in like from everywhere. Playing nice 1-2s with Shaw, with Sancho. Mm-hmm. Lovely play, mate. Lovely play. I'm giving him a 7 as well. He deserves a 7. He deserves a 7. Really good performance.
I thought you were giving Shaw.
I thought it was one of his best games of the season, to be fair. I know he didn't get an assist or anything in the end, but I'm actually going 8 because like you said, rocket out his arse. And I agree. Like, one game, literally, that's how you got to play it now because we know what he can do. So one game where he slips under that level, out. Even if it's just for a first half, bring him out. Tellez comes in, you know what I mean? And you take it from there. Dalot can play left back as well if need, but you take him out because obviously it works for Luke Shaw. We've seen it now 3 or 4 times when his positions come under threat. All of a sudden, the next 5 or 6 games, he's back to Roberto Carlos again. You know what I mean? So
some players need that though. Like, and what is a mark of a good manager is knowing what makes his players tick. And if it is the case of he gets too complacent, he's feeling himself too much, get him out, give him a leveler. Bring his feet back down to the ground. You're not playing today. I need your performances up. Boom. You ain't got to criticise him like what Jose Mourinho did. But
exactly.
You can do it this way. This is what makes him tick.
Great.
All right, Luke Shaw. I think Lesto said something in there. He said that Luke Shaw gave me last season vibes. It was a really good game.
Yeah.
Very good game. Who we got? Aaron Wan-Bissaka back in the team. Wherever he's keeping his place. Yeah,
he did really well. So for me, I'm happy with his. It's like he did defensively what Shaw did, offensively today. But so he did the same amount of defending. He blocked a whole load of things today. Back to the normal Wan-Bissaka defensive side. He had some nice link-up play. Obviously, no crosses, nothing going forward like that. But I was really happy with his defensive abilities, especially against a team like this. You got to be on it defensively. That's probably why he put Shaw and Wan-Bissaka back for this game. Mm-hmm. He knew that they're going to come up against some real physical ability. And he dealt with it very well. And that's why I'm giving him the same as Shaw. He's getting a 7 because of his defensive, not his attacking. And Shaw, because of his attacking, not really his defensive. That he needed to.
I can agree. Aaron Wan-Bissaka defensive, he was good. I think I've been one that's very critical of Aaron Wan-Bissaka and his attacking play. But when you defend like he does, he's very sure with his defensive play. He gives confidence probably to his defenders around him that you're not going to get past him. So I think credit where credit's due on that performance tonight. Garf, will you give him Wan-Bissaka?
Yeah, 7 for me as well. Oh yeah, that lovely block as well. I forget who had the shot, but like that was goal bound. That's what Aaron Wan-Bissaka does very well. We know that. Last time I did a player ratings, I said that I feared he had peaked as a player. What I should have said is I feared that he had peaked under that system as a player because with a new manager and a new lease on life and the knowledge that Dalot will come in again, like Shaw, if you're not playing well. Hopefully we can see a new lease of life, and I did see it today. There was overlaps. Yeah, he's crossing it's like he still ain't doing it, obviously, but that's now down to Ralph Ragnar and whoever he brings in to coach that into him. If you know what I mean, slowly but surely. He's still only 24.
24.
Yeah, 24.
Yeah, just
so
he's
got time. So I like. He had a good game today, and again, it's this. What I said about Solskjaer, you never changed. You were never brought out of the team if you were playing poorly. Already. 5 games under Ralph Ragnar, you can see no. If you're playing poorly, you're out. And players like Wan-Bissaka and Shaw, this will improve their game. So 7.
Yeah, and that's what you ask of Wan-Bissaka is the overlap, because when you're not doing the overlap, like, yes, you want him to cross and you want him to have a better crossing end final product. But if he's not doing that overlap, he is no trouble for the fullback. He's the winger can cheat. He ain't got to go back and defend. So the fullback's got an easy job, and you've got no support for your other winger. So your winger's doing double the work. Like you have to make the other team think. And if Wan-Bissaka's just sitting back and not even getting forward, that's why Dalot comes into the team. Nemanja Matic sitting in central midfield.
He did a good job today. He didn't get overrun by anyone. He kept the ball very well, kept it moving, just did his job, and that's why we had control of this game. So I'm not going to give him anything less than a 7 either. I think he did well, man. He did well. I can't fault him for anything he did today. I'm having him for today's game. 7.
All right. We know he's one of your firm favourites as well, Nathan. Gets his spot in the team, keeps it.
Yeah. When you pick the right team around him, he's not going to get exposed, and this was it today. He pressured people, won the ball, kept it moving, kept offering up angles, did what he needs to do. That's what you do as a defensive midfielder. Done his job, mate. Done his job. Yeah. I was happy with him today.
All right. Garf, what you giving Matic?
Yeah, I said to you before the game, didn't I, that Matic could be low-key the key player. Nothing fancy, but if he can do his job properly, which is what he did today, which is calmly just pick up the ball in defensive midfield and play a simple ball out, which at a fast pace as well, which keeps the attack flowing, he could. And 7, great, good game. It's what we need. So I've got to keep asking why Van der Beek doesn't get, in there.
Yeah, we get on to that because someone's asked that in the comment section.
This is the one now. This is the one what we're going to go to now anyway. So this is what I'm going to get.
But 7. Yeah, good game for Matic. Really good game, and he was key in our win. He was key. His play.
All right. Scott McTominay. Nathan.
This guy, let me just say, look, I wanted Matic and Van der Beek to play, and I saw Matic and McTominay playing. McTominay does play that middle midfielder. He's not the defensive one, but I did want him to see him playing the defensive one so Van der Beek could play. But the fact that Matic was in and McTominay was in, McTominay was a beast today. Absolute beast. That's what we want to see, because Rangnick's made him play forward balls. And we know he's got a shot on him. And every single shot was on target with power and whip and pace. The guy was on it, and he was everywhere, smashing people. He won the ball. Even when he got on the ball, he's actually better with it. Like, he was taking it up past people and finding players. Yeah. He was what we needed, mate, today. If he plays like that, you can't put Van der Beek ahead of him. But what you could do is go, listen, McTominay, 70 minutes. You're a bit tired now. I can see you're panting. Van der Beek, get yourself on now. And now you go and do your bits. And then whoever's playing the best out of those two can play. And then you have Matic playing the defensive midfielder. And that's it. Lovely. But this is the reason why I gave Shaw a 7. It's because I'm giving this guy McTominay an 8. And he's my man of the match today. That's why. This guy was a beast. Keep playing like that, son. And I know it comes from having a player like Matic next to you and having much better attacking them cam positions, the 2-2 behind, being what they were today, makes a massive difference, because they're offering themselves up. They're making use of the ball well. They're finding McTominay quickly when he's on the edge of the box as well. So that makes a massive, massive difference. McTominay, you got an 8 for me.
All right, McTominay gets an 8. 1 goal, 1 assist. Could have had 2 goals if it wasn't for Hennessy with another excellent save.
What a player today.
Found his range, didn't he, Garf?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, man. Basically everything Nathan just said. When he's been playing, do you know what I did think is, because you see Pogba there with Matic, something like that'd be awesome as well. But McTominay today for me is a 9. I thought he was man of the match, obviously. Yeah. The way he just brushed those 2 Burnley players, obviously stormed through the middle at one point. You saw the confidence come back into him. And a confident McTominay is a good player. Like we said, a good squad player, and you need those players. You know what I mean? And like I say, you found his range. Clearly, 25 yards curlers is what he's going for.
Inside, instep,
bang, bang, bang. I was like, what?
You know what I mean?
And that's what you need. But just like every player, what we said in this team, as soon as you drop below that performance, out. Van der Beek in, or
it's all about levels.
Or whoever else we bring in, you know, or bring a youth player in or something. But great game today. He was so solid. 9.
Yeah, all right. Garf gives him a 9, and Nathan gives him an 8. Jadon Sancho.
Sancho on it today. His energy was ridiculous. He was high pace pressing 90 minutes, and then he was high pace attacking whenever he got. And I love the way he runs with the ball and he's pointing where he wants it, and his touch is so tight, and he's like, you know, you can see he's just ready to like drop a shoulder and see it later. He was doing it all today, man. I loved what I've seen. It was tight with the ball most of the time, keeping the ball really well, link up play nice, finding Ronaldo back post, making the balls, scoring the goals. I'm going to say it's the goal. I don't care. It's his goal. Scoring the goal. You know, he done very, very well. He was close to getting an 8, but I think he's just under that, a 7. But I think if Garf gave McTominay a 9, he's probably going to give Sancho an 8, just the same way he's probably going to do that.
No way, they actually did give that. They gave that goal to Ben Mee. They
it's gone down as an own goal. Yeah. It's definitely gone down as an OG. Yeah. I know, it's madness.
Dubious goals panel, please have a word. Nah, you can't be taking. Look, first of all, you can't be taking a goal off a player like that. Yeah. Second of all, you can't be giving that to a defender who have nightmares about he's now got an own goal.
Exactly.
Like you're ruining two people's evening. Like, come on. Have a laugh.
It's so true, isn't it? Both their evenings. But Sancho's on it today. This is probably his best performance. 100% his best performance for us so far. And I want to see more of this. I'm giving him a 7. 7. Close to an 8. He's close to an 8. But if that counted as his goal or didn't count as a goal, I would have probably given him an 8. But I'm giving him a 7. I think he's obviously got more about him as well. He's going to be doing more. And it was just nice. It was just nice. I was loving what I was seeing. I was enjoying every time he got on the ball.
I see Sancho tonight, and I see a Sancho who's like still in second gear.
Exactly. He's got more about it.
When you know these sorts of players, these street baller players, he's dying to really get in his zone and just rip everyone up. Like he will rip everyone up. Once he's fully settled into the Premier League, he is gonna end people's careers with just putting it through their legs. He's gonna retire a few players because like we saw what he does against like Andorra, like and doing the little steps and the little flip through the legs, flip flaps.
He did it today. Did you see?
He's getting there. Yeah, he's getting there. He's getting there, and I just like to see, especially English players, young English players coming through. Like it's exciting to see. Sancho is a baller. Garth, what are you giving Sancho?
I'm exactly the same actually, Nathan. We don't do points on it, but it's 7.9. He ain't quite the 8. You know what I mean? Like he ain't quite the 8. Yeah, but
we don't do points in it.
I know you don't, so it is a 7. But yeah, it's a 7.99. Really, he's so close to that. 7. High 7. But obviously, I didn't really see much of him in Germany. I didn't watch much German football. I still don't watch much German football, so I didn't know much about him. But you bigged him up hard when he turned up, and I was ready to see performances like this. You know what I mean? Where it's just you can see the skill he's got in his boots. You can see that, like you just said, once he's comfortable and he unleashes. It's gonna be jokes, you know. It's gonna be jokes, especially if he's now going to play. Yeah, and if he's playing with Cavani and Ronaldo up front, and he's just pinging balls in for it, like they're going to gobble it up. So 7, 7. But a great game for him today.
Yeah, that ball into the box right onto Ronaldo's head. Lovely pass from Ronaldo in the first place. Perfectly weighted ball, whipped it in on his head, headed down to Cavani. So unlucky, great save. But
it was onside as well.
It was the direct running as well today. The direct running from Sancho as well today. Like at defenders, you want to see that from a player like that. You want to see it. It's wonderful.
Lovely.
Mason Greenwood.
He was on his game again as well. You know, he was on it, mate. I love the way he's just like it's so silky. he reminds. He doesn't even play like Robin or like the Ribery's, but he's like that type of player. You can put him on the left, put him on the right. He will dribble at you. He will cut in. He will go down the line. He will cross the ball. He will get a shot off. He will link up play. He will do everything. He's just a natural baller. That's what he is. And you could see it today. He is head and shoulders better in possession than like a Rashford in there at the moment. Even Bruno in that position, he just got more about him, and like you just know that you don't know what he's gonna do, and that's what he provided today. He provided some great crosses in. He provided the dribble. Remember, he stood up the player and he just took him on and just crossed it in. I was like, huh? He didn't even do a skill, and then he done the like. What he loves to do when he like brings it in and takes a shot quick. On another day, that's a goal. I'm telling you, right foot tap, like, he done a step over, gone right, bang, and then on the right side he did the same thing. He stepped over, went that way. You don't know where he's going. Everyone don't know what he's doing. Yeah. That's what makes a great player. For me, he's a high sevens as well. I think he done just as good as Sancho, just slightly behind Sancho. Yeah, he's up there like 7.7, 7.8. Bad man. Love him. Do not take him out the team next game.
A high 7 from Nathan. Keeping the same squad, yeah?
No, them two got to play again, that's for sure.
Yeah. All right. Garf, are you going for Mason Greenwood?
Yeah, again, I'm going to say just a little below Sancho, high 7 for Greenwood. I love any player that can do everything with both feet, because it's just, like you're saying, you don't know what's going to happen, you don't know where he's going to hit it, like, and his striking's wonderful. He didn't score, but like, I love him as a player, and I agree. Rashford at the moment's poor. Like, all players go through it, you know what I mean? Rashford's having a bad time. I'm not saying Rashford's a quality player, you know what I mean? There's no vitriol about him being rubbish or anything. He's quality. No. He's having a bad spell. He's definitely having a bad spell. He's either got still a niggle, hasn't recovered from the surgery, you know what I mean, something like that. And Greenwood is on form, so yeah, you have to play Greenwood next week. You have to, or 2 days time, you have to play him. You know what I mean? Especially over, you can't.
Yeah. That's a fair point you made about Rashford with the injury, because at the time when he came back, Man United was so desperate for something different that he came into that team, started very, very well, got his goal early doors, and is slowly sort of got worse each game. So yeah, I could very much see that.
He is fit. He's just playing pants.
Nathan not having any excuses.
You know, I was going to say, I'm trying to give Rashford a little leeway.
I was trying to give you something. I left the door ajar, mate. Nathan just slammed it shut. Said, get out of it. Get out of it. All right.
Ain't having it.
Ain't having it. Ain't having it.
Right.
Yeah, he's poor.
We love him, though. We love him. He's going to do well.
Yeah, we love Rashford.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
And he's only 24 as well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. It's
exactly.
Cavani.
Listen, with these two boys up front, you just know there's goals just like dripping. If any ball's come in the box, you know it's a goal. Like, I know today kind of a few things didn't happen. Even for Cavani, he was like the one that didn't really fall to as much.
Yeah.
But you know when you got those two up front in that box, mate, you know if you just get balls in there, goals are going to happen. And this guy, he put his work in, linked up quite well. I know them balls that were coming, he's just like heading it down to people. I loved that. Bringing people into play, lovely. And he did take that shot really, really well. It's unfortunate Hennessy did really, really well as well. I can't give him a 7, but it's a high 6. But he played very, very well. I was happy with his performance. If that was a goal, he would have got his 7s and probably 7.345 or something like that. But yeah, he was the quieter one of the two, him and Cristiano today. But I'm still happy with performance. I think he's a high 6.
All right. Remember when at the start of the season when we were juggling with the team and trying to work out how these two could fit in together?
Yeah. That's the one up front, isn't it? But, two up front.
It very much seems like he may have found a way here. Garf, Cavani.
Yeah, I mean, again, high 6. I'm 6. I'm exactly the same. It was nice. The only thing I would have liked to see is him come off on like 70 minutes or one of them, because I want to see these two play basically week in, week out. And look, they're both extreme athletes. They're fit as anything. But it's Christmas time. We have got
to look after them.
A lot of games. You've got to look after them if you want to see them. So I would have liked to see Rashford maybe come on 70 minutes. You know what I mean? But apart from that, 6, he done everything he needed to do. He hustles. He's one of the few Man United players that hustle, like really does, like all over the pitch. wherever you see him, he's not letting someone go by him without giving him a little niggle. What is it? You know what I mean? Just a little touch, just to let him know that he's there, and then he's coming for the ball, put him under pressure.
Dark hearts. I see so many kids these days just like the ball goes off the pitch, they grab it for the other team. There you go, man. There you go. Take the throw. I'm not even on the pitch. Take the throw.
There you go.
You do. Like dark hearts. Just give it a little, let them know you're there. Let them know you're there, mate. All right. But Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's his best performance he's played.
I thought it was brilliant
today. He was involved in everything. And the thing is, the quality was given to him as well. So when you get quality, you can give out quality. And that's what he did today. He was chomping at the bit to get a goal. You can see it meant so much to him to get goals. And you can see that he was so upset with himself because he knows he should have had 3 goals today, probably. Mm-hmm. And he gets 1. On another day, if he did get those 2 or 3, obviously he's going to be getting higher numbers. But today, I'm giving him a 7. He definitely deserves a 7. I think it's a high 7 because he did play pretty well and he did get his goal in the end. Mm-hmm. But I just think, obviously, on another day, he's going to get more goals and he would be getting an 8. I remember what I gave him for the 9s and stuff like that. But today, I think he's a high 7. He's up there with the Sanchos and the Greenwoods today. He played just as good as those boys, and he got his goal. So he's high 7s for me.
All right. Who would you rather have as a strike partner, Cavani or Ronaldo? Forget the GOAT status. Who's going to set you up more goals, Nathan? I'm not talking about Garf. Sorry, Garf. Sorry. I don't mean to slay my guests here, but
I was a winger anyway. I was a winger.
Definitely talk about you, Nathan.
It looks like Cavani looks like the link-up man. He's gonna look to find you more, isn't it? So someone who looks to find the other player more is a player I want to play with. I know Cristiano obviously the better one, but in terms of partner, that's why I love Kanu so much as well, because he just found me anytime I moved. He just found me, and Jason Roberts, it was the same for me and him. We both found each other, which meant it was so good. So it's definitely a situation where I'm going to say Cavani probably takes that one.
Ronaldo, Garf.
He got an assist as well, didn't he? He got the assist for the little for Scott McTominay. Yeah, so I'm going 8.
He got an assist for McTominay,
Yeah, so I'm going 8 then. Goal and an assist.
Yeah, if you want to give that, you give that an assist.
Yeah, that's why it's a high 7. It's a high 7, low 8, isn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely. I love the commentator. Was it Ali McQuest? He was like, I think he might have tried to set him up there. It's like, there's no way. I didn't need to see it again. I didn't need a replay. I didn't need a replay. Yeah.
He's like, there's a wonderful assist. We all know it wasn't an assist, but we're going to say it was an assist.
One goal.
No way. He's not even his assist. I'm going 8, but they're not having it.
But, like, by the laws of football,
he touched the ball before he scored, but he didn't play him.
If Ben Mee gets an goal,
that's OG.
Ronaldo gets an assist.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, those be the rules.
So I'm going to go 8. But, he had a great game, another great game, and I've got a feeling that Ragnarok's actually tailoring a team to suit Ronaldo's ability to press, like his limited ability to press and run around the pitch. You know what I mean? It's not limited ability, keeping Ronaldo fresh, because he seemed very much in one little corridor all game almost. Whereas recently I've seen him back in the centre circle, and you don't want to see that. You know what I mean? With Ronaldo, you want to see him up there.
The only reason why Ronaldo goes to centre circle is because he's frustrated because he's not getting the ball.
Exactly.
And that's what you don't want. You're right.
It's on it today, mate. It's on it.
Who do we have? Come on, we had Fred.
Nah,
for about a minute.
Dalot played about a 6. He did okay on the ball as well. I'm just gonna go with Varane. He played about a 5. I didn't like what I saw when he came on. It looked a bit shaky again. Just need some game time. It definitely be all right afterwards. But I think there was one time where the ball came in and he was just not on his man, and the guy nearly scored. So I wasn't happy. I think it was Vidra or someone. I was just not happy. I'm like, listen, You can't allow that to happen. Then I looked, and I think it was Maguire that held him on side. I think that might have been the time, or maybe not.
It was.
But,
No, it
yeah,
was. It was. Yeah.
It was, wasn't it? So yeah, it wasn't Varane's fault in the end then. But again, it's just one of them things. He didn't look as comfortable as Bailly had looked in the game. So I'm giving him a 5.
Where's the communication there though? Like if
they were
Varane's
both
playing
going
him
for ball
offside,
as well.
that's what I mean. If Varane's trying to play him offside and Maguire's standing there with his finger up his nose, not paying attention, where's the communication? Like for me, that has to be Maguire.
Yeah.
Like you're the captain and the leader.
Stay on the line, but he's just not.
Yeah, when I was in goal, I'm saying, okay, you are commanding this area. Yes, everyone has points and this, but you are commanding this defense. Like you have to see everything. That's your job. That is your job, Maguire. You're the captain. You are the leader of that defense. You have to be. You've got to be on it. There was a couple of times that Maguire was keeping people on side. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. I'm not here to bash Maguire, but that's poor. At this point, I'm going to name my daughter Donny so that she never gets
that is a good one.
That's the winner. That's the winner. Yeah, that's the winner.
You're man of the match. You are my man of the match for that one. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm going to pick Donny so my daughter never gets played. Hands down, the best line I've heard on Donny van der Beek. Donny van der Beek's line of the week. All right. Thank you very much for that. All right. So much for Donny van der Beek being the key player there, but you got an honourable mention at the end.
Well, is the guy that took his place anyway, so I'm happy.
It was the guy that took his place, Scott McTominay. All right. Thank you very much for everyone who joined us in the chat tonight. Before we go, Anthony says, not sure why Donny didn't get paid.
I thought that.
Tonight.
Yeah.
It's
annoying, isn't it?
It's getting to the point where he's not going to be there anymore, is he? Like
he ain't going to be there. If he's not going to get any minutes at all in the next couple of games, he's gone, mate. He's gone.
Look, the 20 minutes to go.
We're in trouble.
Yeah, 20 minutes to go. You're 3-1 up. He's got to get minutes. He has to get minutes. You know, I mean, against Burnley. No disrespect to Burnley, but if he's not getting minutes there, where is he getting minutes? Like
he ain't.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. Unfortunately, he's gone. We've got games on the 2nd, haven't you? You are playing against Aston Villa. No, you're playing against Wolves on the 3rd. Wolves on the 3rd. Monday the 3rd, you are playing Wolverhampton Wanderers. So we will have, that's going to be bank holiday as well, isn't it? So, we're going to do a pre-match preview for that one, probably on the Sunday, and we're going to have a match reaction at 7:30 on that one as well. Probably 8 o'clock. Let's say 8 o'clock. Should we say 8 o'clock? Because 8 o'clock makes sense. All right.
Yeah. And then we got Villa twice, haven't we? In the cup.
And then you got Villa in the cup.
Monday.
Big game. Going forward, you feel a bit more confident now, Nathan?
Yeah. It's looking good. It's looking a lot better now. He's made these changes that I said that he needed to do. Things have happened. So step in the right direction. Let's see what we got next game.
All right. And what's your Jerry Springer final thought, Garf?
Yeah, positive. I'm happy. And if he keeps doing what he's doing, which is keeping the players in the team that are in form, or at least taking players who are out of form out of the team, I'm going to stay happy. So, yeah, positive.
All right. Thank you very much for everyone who joins us tonight. Appreciate all your support. Great line from Calesto. Loved that. Absolutely killed us at the end. Brilliant. Thank you for joining us. Stephen, Arsenal fan, but we don't care. We love it. Anthony in the chat. Good to see you. We'll definitely get you on the show again soon, Anthony. All right. Oh, and a new face, John. Thank you for joining us, John. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. Join us a bit earlier next time. And, have your say in the chat as well. There we go. Thank you very much. Appreciate your support there. Thank you for joining us tonight, Nathan.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us tonight, Garth.
Thanks for having me, mate.
All right. Peace out, people. Stay safe and wash your hands.